It's token time. It's token time. We're drawing some tokens. I'm working on the intro, but today we're going to draw a card token for whatever game you play, I guess. I'm playing Magic, but I don't know. I guess I'd use this for a human token because today we're drawing Simone Biles. She's awesome. She's basically one of the coolest people in the world right now. Olympic gold medalist gymnast. And this is gonna, I need to focus. Because this is going, it's direct and pen. I don't know. By the way, last time when I drew a token, I thought that the image was inverted because on my screen it is. But as it turns out, not so much. It's not inverted. I don't know why it inverts it in the first place. I guess so you don't feel awkward when you're recording. Well, anyway. It's going to be a difficult drawing. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to turn out, actually. I don't recall if I've actually done a portrait direct in pen before. Gonna give it a shot. Gonna give it a go. Going to attempt the impossible. I'm sure there's plenty of people that find this fairly easy. Just not something I've done before that I remember. Might have tried it like in a cartoony way. Might have done, you know, a what you call it, a caricature of someone at some point in some time. Holy crap, things are flying at me. Built a sound wall. It's held together by Velcro. What I'm trying to say is it's not that stable. All right, how do I do this? Okay, just have, you know, when you're drawing, you just gotta have confidence that you can make the marks, and then you can do it. I'm gonna go ahead and sort of get everything in place. Not gonna dilly-dally in one spot. Let's get this big shape here. I know you can't see what I'm working with here. I do want to credit the photo. Part of the reason I picked this photo that I'm working from is that they credit it to the photographer, or the company photographed it, which is Christy Ann Linder, Gymnastics Photography. So I just wanted to quickly credit the photographer that took the photo I'm working from. Cool photo. The other reason I picked it was just the emotion. I felt like, from what I've seen of Simone, she's quite the emotive, happy personality, which is really cool. It's a cool trait to be happy and emotive. Some people are emotive and angry. That's not cool. Really hoping this turns out okay. Would be sucky to have, a live on-screen failure. Always sucks to fail, but not, you know. Guess you could say I'm not Olympic quality as far as my pen skills go. But that's why we're doing this. We're doing this to improve. I don't know about the eye placement. Just doesn't seem right. I'm going to keep going. Keep going. I don't want to stay in the same spot for too long. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving. Just keep swimming. Really difficult. I'm trying to work from my phone here, which is part of the difficulty. And yeah, it keeps on wanting to turn off. I don't want it to turn off. She's so happy. Use a lot of contour lines, I think, instead of the little tiny hatching that's going on currently. So I really want the lines that I choose to be accurate. Oh, God. Really should have changed my phone settings to be, so they don't turn off. Right. Keep touching my phone. It's just not helpful. Someday this will look like a face. And then I'll be like, oh, that doesn't look like Simone. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Now, part of the problem is I'm working with just straight black ink, and it might have been better to do, like a ballpoint pen instead of Micron. Not sure. Because now I'm having some issues with like overcomplicated shading here, and I'll have to compensate by making everything else dark. And that's no good. Oh. Just trying to figure out the shading that's going on right around there. Right around in that area. And let's get the ear in there. Okay. take these values seriously now. Start to darken in some areas with stippling, but keep some areas light. Keep some of them light. Nose is difficult. Might need to like really simplify some areas. Not sure. Not sure yet. Just want to. It's really difficult to look at what I'm doing and look at the screen and make sure the screen stays on. I really should have set up the phone a little bit better here so it doesn't turn off. I'm kind of just switching to different technique here. Just hatching, cross hatching, I guess. So much more serious than the last one, where I drew a dragon. I want to try and keep these marks even so it doesn't look like she has like hair on her face. I mean, I guess we all technically have hair on our face. Things are flying at me again. Jeez. I need to start to darken in areas or else it's going to look no good. Let's get that in there. All right, this is driving me crazy. Give me 1 second. 1 second. We're going to deal with the way that this phone handles crap. Hold on. I'm getting there. Freaking getting there. Settings. Where are you? No, don't go over there. No, I swiped the wrong way. Now I'm hooking up with someone. No, I'm kidding. System. Connection, network, sound display. Sound and display. Can I get a... God dang it. Screen lock. Camera owner, additional information. Well, I don't know how to... Screen will be locked after 10 minutes of inactivity. Well, that's not what's happening. Bear with me as I completely waste time. Here, I'll just keep doing the hair here because I know it's mostly black. Mostly filled in here. Screen rotations, timeout, screen timeout. See, I figured it out. Let's do it 10 minutes. 10 minutes for now. And back to the... Figured it out, everyone. Figured it out. All right. Hopefully I figured it out. Okay. Well, back to this. Back to this. Now I need to like track down RK Post somewhere and just ask him how he develops the shading in his pieces, in his art, because really there's a lot of different variant tones and they're very controlled. It's difficult to do that. I mean, I guess it's just practice, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's get this in here. We're gonna get our neck back here. Neck. All right, need to start to work on some of the smoother qualities of her face, get more controlled in there so she doesn't look like she's... Actually, maybe I should just like block in. I'm gonna go much darker, so it just looks smoother basically, because I've already messed up, let me tell you. Messed up badly, and now I'm paying for it basically. Let's do that. Let's do exactly that. Here, I'm gonna switch pens actually. A larger pen. I was using the .005, and I'm gonna switch over. Right. I didn't even say what I was switching to. Well, it's the .03 or the 03. I don't know what to call it. It's become very dark. Very dark indeed. It's not going well. I don't know about this. I don't know. I feel like I should start over or something, but I'm gonna keep going. Keep going. And ruin it more. Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know. It's not looking good to me. I'm just ruining it even more. I think now is the time to switch to a completely different media. Screw it. We're switching. It's ruined. I don't like it. So what do? Stop throwing things at me. Everything's falling apart. My whole wall is crumbling down. So we're switching to ballpoint pen now, which means I need just something to get the goop off the ballpoint pen so it doesn't ball up. What's on this? Hair? Cool. All right. I try again with a different media. So obviously I suck with pen. Let's try and get this pen going. I suck with the Micron pen, obviously. That's what I was trying to say. With this, you can kind of sketch out a little bit more general shape of what you're drawing. I feel like this is already going better. It's, you know, it's just more delicate. That's what you need sometimes with faces, especially when they're like not comic booky. I think I'd be fine with like the comic book style with the other pens. It's just trying to go for a realistic thing. It's difficult. And let's go here. The entire wall is falling apart. All of the wall is just going away. Sound wall, if you're just joining, sound wall is crumbling. No one is currently a viewer of this, but I'm doing it anyway. Let's see here. It's very possible. It's just, you know, my mind's not prepared to draw from life. I need a warm up or something before I do things like this. I guess the general structure of what I had before was better than this, but I'm gonna keep going. I feel like I can get there. I think I can. There is just crazy typing away going on. I'm very deep in focus. I'm sorry to leave you with no jokes and just almost silence. You could be going to sleep to this, though. People use YouTube for that at times. Nose is definitely off. No. Maybe I can enlarge my. Doesn't get much larger, the image, than that. So I'll continue. Get in a little bit of value. Sort of comes down like that. Man, I need to talk more. Being completely silent. How's your drawing going? It's probably going better than mine. Probably going a lot better. I did gymnastics when I was a kid. Couldn't really do cartwheels. Had a really big problem with being controlled and upside down, but I could do round offs very well. Because I always wanted to land straight on my feet, didn't want to be sideways. And just bringing in, I feel like once the shadow gets in, it's all good. But I ruined it at that point last time. It's just so much easier to use the ballpoint pen to build up shadows. Be careful what I'm going over and what I'm not. Such a tiny image I'm working from. Let's get this smile in here. Yeah. Okay, really need to get this shadow under her eye to make her look like a real person. It's really coming off different on the screen than it is on my page, but we'll try and get that dialed in and make it right on both. And realistically, I probably could have gotten the other drawing to a point where I liked it, but every drawing has sort of an ugly phase. I was not willing to push through that ugly phase. On that particular image. It was just too much of a weird look that I wasn't going for. Yeah, this is definitely seeming more correct. All of a sudden, it's seeming like the image I always planned. I'm being laughed at. I'm being chuckled at by Rachel. Just over there in the corner. She thinks I'm Bob Ross. All right. This is tricky. I'm pushing a little bit too hard over there, but I think once we get the rest of her mouth in, she's going to look normal. Yeah. Looking better now. Looking okay. Just going to cover the entire bottom part of her chin with kind of one value and then go in and sort of pick out some details. I do really want to try and keep it even as possible. Because otherwise it's going to look like fur, and we don't want that. We don't want that on Simone. Let's yeah. It's better. That's the right angle. Okay. Gotta be more precise with the lines here. And do it again. And up here a little bit. Let's go this way. And really should be dark right in here, and where the nostril is should be almost completely black. And then just want to get the mouth right. That's going to take, I'm going to push a little bit harder, get that contour in. And some of this value is blending together on the image itself, or on the photo. And I don't know if I'd be doing a good thing by copying it exactly. So I'm going to emphasize the difference in value a little bit more. Okay. Now I really want to, she's holding her arm up in the image. Can't really see that, but she is, trust me. And some of the more subtle details here. I'm just trying to build up value here without bringing too much attention to the actual lines. This is a very tiny ear, I would say. Let's get that ear in there. Let's get it right. And just trying to get all these little details. And still keep talking. It's very difficult to talk while drawing for me. I said this last time, but wow, just typing away. Just typing up a storm. Freaking typing like a freak. I am making fun of my girlfriend so much. Interrupting my time. My time for YouTube. My special time. She's not even joking with me. It's so sad. Really. She can't even hear me. She has headphones on. And suddenly, with that neck, turned into something that looked okay. It's starting to look okay. I'm just gonna keep adding black to her eye and try and get this curve here. And just make this look smooth. I think it'll look right. I swear. I swear it'll look right. Just going totally silent for a second. Sorry. So focused on what I need to do. The task at hand. The thing. Let's get any goops that we have on there off. Oh, not all the way. I think I got it. Keep going with this. just going to continue to try and emphasize that a little bit more. Get more. See, she has a few creases on her face here. If I can get them to look right, she'll look right. Her arm is up here, out of her head. Just straight shooting out. I don't know if I want to even show her arm necessarily. I should just do something else in the background, actually. I see her neck is, I didn't put that in right, but whatever. I make mistakes with pen. Pen alone. This goes up to her chin. And then yeah, let's just continue like that. I missed some spots. All right. And let's get a little bit more precise. Yeah. Get there. It's not looking awful now. Not looking terrible. Needs to be much darker back here. And let's put in just, this needs more value, more darkness back here. Differentiate her hair from her face in the drawing. And then it'll look all right. Yeah. Not the worst. I really do want to keep following the curvature of her face here in these dark spots. It's just not looking right to me. I wonder if I should have done the entire drawing with, you know, like a circular motion wonder if I could try that next time. Just feel like this didn't come off as smoothly as I wanted. It's definitely like, well, in real life, it does look smoother than it does on screen. So I wonder, like, if I scan this in and showed you at the end, I don't know. Don't know. Or maybe, you know what, this isn't, because this is pure white in the drawing, but her face isn't, it's not pure white. It's not a huge highlight. So maybe just me bridging the gap there will smooth that out a little bit. Just need to be more careful with the values I'm showing, I'm representing. And maybe it's the pen. I'm gonna blame the pen. It really isn't the pen though. It's getting as dark as it was in the first drawing. So here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, make the same mistake I did in the first drawing and switch to a different pen just to get darker. Just for the sake of getting darker. Well, actually, I want it to be smoother, is what I want it to do. I feel like I'm not getting that with the ballpoint pen. So I'm going in here with this pen and trying to accomplish that. And I think it's actually working, which is crazy. I just wanted a few points that were accented a little bit. Yeah, it's much better, I think. You know what she needs? She needs big American flag back here. Here. I continue out her costume, actually, just to show that it's her. Because this is like jet black against her head. And this is going to smooth it out a little bit more. Yeah, let's do that. If I can stay on the card, on the token, that would be great. Just filling that in, get the value, getting that value. And yeah, it kind of blends in with the background on the image, but I'm pretty sure pretty sure her arm continues right here. And it allows me to adjust some of that, some of the curves here. And maybe, you know, I could even just go along the outside of her head. That doesn't seem wrong. Just to get the curvature, because it looks a little bit off. Yeah, that looks fine. Why not? And get that in there. I don't want to go too crazy with everything. I just want to get like the main contour lines. Jeez, someone's ruining my video. I'm kidding. It's constant noise coming out of left field here. Jeez, unforgivable. Unforgivable. Might be interesting to just like on her uniform to use the large pen just to show a distinction between her face and clothing, though I don't know if it's really working that well. Mostly because I suck at drawing lines. Let's do a cross-hatching thing. Much better like that, I think. Yeah. Let's keep going with the flag. For 2 seconds. And then back to the hair. And I'm just gonna come in here and hatch red in, because it would be darker than the white. A little bit sloppy, but it's okay. And then lastly, let's gotta get some some of the value in a uniform here. There's just a few folds there. And that's fine. I need to, earlier I mentioned RK Post for pen work for the micron stuff, but I need to like take lessons from man, my brain just farted. Rebecca Yanovskaya on how the hell do I even use ballpoint pen. She freaking knows, let me tell you. Maybe I should have practiced this upside down. That would have been something. And I'm just going to go in and just be a little bit more precise with some of the contour lines. Don't need contour lines there. Do want one here. And this needs to be much darker. Much better. Yeah, this needs to be a lot darker, actually. Bam. And how much of her teeth do I want to show? I think I'm just going to show the gums a little bit. She looks pretty happy. Let's tilt this up towards you a little bit. Yeah, I'm still seeing a lot of scribbly quality in her face. I don't want to see that. Yeah, it's only in the the video though. Like you can't really make it out in real life. Just not that harsh. It's just like the light is bouncing off of it funny. I'm gonna hatch this in the opposite direction. And some shadow down there, and basically across her chest there. I'm pretty happy with this. It's not bad. Her neck is like way off. It should be out here, but whatever, bro. And then we need a few stars. Let's see. Boom. There's one. Let's put another one right here. There's two. Just 50 more. No. Let's just leave it at that. That kind of gets the point across. I could fill in that area, actually. Let's do that. The blue is pretty dark. Just add a star, just on a whim. Just doing it. Seems fine. It's interesting that that part of the token feels much more rough than the other sections. These tokens, they're just inserts from Magic Tournament promos. Yeah, they just have this glossy finish to them. Sometimes it's difficult to draw. But that section felt very much like paper. How interesting. I know. Really, that is why I commented. It's just so fascinating. Truly, truly fascinating. Wondering if I can salvage the other drawing. I'm looking over at it. It's dark, but it's not off too much. So might try that off camera and try to post that at some point on Instagram, probably, Razwit. We're closing up this video pretty quick. I'm just gonna sign it. And then, you know what? I'm going to tell you to subscribe if you want to see more. And I guess, you know, check out Razwit on everything. All right. I will see you later. Bye-bye.